I like your glasses. I actually have those exact ones in my bag. I switched them to this French pair that I have, but those are the ones I've worn for
They're the
years.
best ones. I can't get on with most
Mine are
glasses.
Warby Parker. Those aren't Warby.
No, these are Ray-Ban.
Oh, those are the classics, right? But
Oh, you're a
someone.
Warby Parker fan.
Well, yes, yeah, I love Warby Parker, but that's the real ish right there.
Yeah.
So, I happened to do a little research on you, and you're an award-winning both comedy and drama director. You have a huge part of Veep, Grace and Frankie, and more. So I just wanted to know what drew you to Action Point. Like what?
Well, I met Johnny about 5 years ago, and I loved him. We got on really well. He's very charming. He's a very sensitive kind of guy and smart. And
I love that.
He is. He's so.
It reminds me, there's certain people that I'm like attracted to, like Jack White, him, David Blaine. Like they seem like kind of cerebral.
Absolutely, and I think in this industry, you gotta sort of cut through and just connect with someone. And I really liked him. And then when the script came my way and he was connected, I thought, well, this is interesting because it is a detour from what I normally do, but it had real heart and it was grounded, and that's kind of what I love to do. Is everything's played for real, like it's not heightened in any way.
I'm really excited to see it because I don't know if it's actually based on Action Park, but I used to go, I'm from Long Island.
Really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, and this was a crazy park. I mean, I remember getting hurt, karting, jumping off of a thing into cold spring water. I mean, this was a wild park, so I didn't know if it had anything to do with that.
Very much so, yeah. I mean, I think we've certainly, it's not the story of Action Park, but it's very much influenced by.
Right.
And in fact, Jean Mulville's son has helped us in some of the research. But yeah, I mean, we're very influenced by that place, and I think on some level.
And also, I mean, I'm going to see it tonight, but I see there's also, it's not just him winning back the park, it's the relationship with the daughter, so it's deeper than just the stunts,
right.
There's more to that.
And again, that was something we worked on because it was very easy for DC to have a love interest, but that's not the story, and it's all about someone stuck in a sort of in his own ways and trying to win the daughter back, which is really where the love story is, the heart of the film.
Okay, and I just want to ask you some kind of random questions. So do you have a favorite motto or quote that you like to live by? Some people say, let go and let God. Some people say, easy does it, or whatever it may be. But is there any quote that particularly sticks with you?
Let me think now. In this world, there are two types of people, those with loaded guns and those who dig.
Very interesting. Okay. What do you think about Kanye West?
I don't ever think about him.
Okay. It doesn't even.
No,
okay.
I don't. I mean, you know what? Okay, what do I think about Kanye West? I think he's all right. Yeah, I don't mind him.
I don't mind him either. It's interesting. People have such a visceral reaction to him and his political views, but I mean, America, you're allowed to think whatever you want. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with him.
Yeah, I mean, totally. And I think he's quite talented. I know that's sort of like, but like he's probably underneath all that ego. He's probably just all right.
Being a director, how often, this is just interesting because you're the first director on the red carpet, how much ego do you deal with? I'm also a licensed psychotherapist, so I know a lot about that, and that some people are probably drawn to being, whether it's actors, directors, because of the art of it, and then there's some that it's just kind of, they want to be fanned and stuff like that. So how do you deal with having to work with someone that might be difficult?
Well, I mean, that's a really good question, actually, because I find, I don't know whether I've been incredibly lucky, but I've never really dealt with an asshole. And I sort of, if I do, I sort of take them off set and say, look, can we just, what's the deal? And I try to sort of connect with someone just on a human level. And usually what I've noticed is it's all to do about nerves. So if an actor's sort of a bit shouty, it's usually because they're nervous. Okay. So once you know that, then you just talk to them instead of at them.
Right.
And just I try to be quite laid back with as people.
Well, I could just tell right now, you seem awesome. I would love you to be, I'm not an actor, I'm a television radio host, but I could just imagine that being a director is not only about the film itself, but like the relationships that you have with everybody on set and how you get people to kind of work together, and it just seems really cool.
Create an atmosphere, and you have to, and what I mean by that is a sacred atmosphere, and because you're totally in the present moment, so it's all about right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when you're acting, the actor is stressed about something that's going to happen, so you just go, well, get rid of it. Yeah. So
And where are you from? I love your accent. Are you from England?
UK, yeah.
okay.
I live in Hove by the sea,
Okay.
and I'm from London.
So how do you feel about America, and what's your favorite U.S. city?
I love America. Well, I spent some time in Atlanta. I think Atlanta's really cool.
ATL, what up?
Yeah, love it. Yeah, totally. And Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
I did some stuff over there.
Have you been to New York City, where Z100 is based?
I have, but I travelled there, but I haven't really been there.
Oh,
It's
okay.
awful, isn't it?
All right. Well, we would love to have you.